Hey, hello everybody. Okay, we're doing a bit of a supplemental. Now, we know there are a number of ways to get an application written in Haiku, right? Top choice, C++ and a native API. Second choice, C++ and Qt. From there, you move on to C++ and GTK. Then, of course, you can write in Pascal, free Pascal with Lazarus, and you can write in Yab, my personal favorite, and there's Java. Well, there's now two more options that I want to bring you to your attention. And if you may have seen this, if you follow the forums, that the REBOL language is still alive and it has just been updated. That's very interesting. I remember REBOL from the BOS days, and so I had to go and download it. And what you download is this, right? This link here in the forum post. And when you unzip it, you get this, and you think, oh, something went wrong. But no, that's a single executable. So let's just rename that to something a little more. And we have to make it executable. Okay, let's see what happens here. Sorry. There you go. Right, so that is REBOL. Now, as I recall it, this thing will run graphical programs. But that particular variation was called REBOL/Vue. And it looks like you're going to need to find those libraries to make a graphical program work. So I need a little more time to figure out how this works, and maybe we'll be able to have some REBOL programs on Haiku. Who knows? Right, now the other one I want to talk about, TCL TK. And these are fairly old programs because they're two different programs, right? So you have TCL, which is Tool Control Language, and TK, which is Toolkit. And there are two different packages that you have to install. And for a long time we had TCL but not TK. And then the other day I saw, hey, but wait a minute, TK is now in the repository. Install it. Let's see if we can run a few things with it. And so I did that. And I managed to maybe I should just Just reload that page. There we go. And yeah, there's not a lot there yet. You know, it's basically just those 4 programs, but I'd just like to show you some of what is possible. So obviously, here they are, and they're in H package format, like anything else. Okay, I'm gonna have to break here because this dog is going berserk. Dog is happy now and should be able to continue uninterrupted. So, first thing I want to show you, let's just make some space, and if you're my age, this is going to be such a nostalgia trip. Asteroids. There's no sound, unfortunately, although I think that might work better on a... Oh, my 15-year-old self would be disgusted at... let me get this cursor out of the way. My 15-year-old self would be disgusted at these low scores. But yeah, I remember putting many 20-cent pieces in the arcade machines. So this is something that was written in TCL TK. So you can see there's a lot of potential there. Okay, mustn't enjoy myself too much. I have other things to show you. Okay, so now unlike SDL, which is mostly used for games, TCL TK, exit, there we go, can also be used for more serious programs. Serious. And so here we have a text editor. Oh, I know. We've all seen text editors before. No big deal. This is actually a fairly nice one. It's got quite a few ideas and things that you don't always see everywhere. Let's see, you can change the font. Right, there are some themes, color schemes. See that? Okay. Right, so you see, this is a more sophisticated setup than you might think. And this is an interpreted language, TCL. There are ways to bundle things together, with the interpreter and do a just-in-time decompression. But mainly this is an interpreted language. But as you can see, it's not slow at all. Yeah, so I'll be looking for some more TCL programs to try and get those into our system. Maybe I'll even learn the language myself. Who knows? So I'm just trying to bring this to everybody's attention that here's something we haven't really considered yet. Now there is one little problem with this implementation, and that is that the TCL/TK program is floating in this blue sort of pseudo desktop of its own, and that's called Wish. It stands for something. There's another setup called TCL/SH, TCL shell, get it? That seems to be broken. I can't get that to work. Right? And then you would only get the actual TCL program floating on the Haiku desktop if we can get that working. Until then, we'll have to just make do with Wish. See, but within this pseudo desktop, you can make it bigger, smaller, all the usual things you do with a... So, as you can see, this is a fairly sophisticated text editor. It doesn't have tabs, but let's see. It doesn't have a new window either, does it? No, doesn't look like it. What does that do? Nothing. There it is. Okay. And if you can get it working on Haiku, it'll work on other operating systems as well. So let's just have a look. Where is that? Yeah, the other thing that I have found is that TCL programs become a bit difficult when you try to run them from a symbolic link. I don't know why that is, but I've had some problems when doing that. But since, let's close this down and close this down, but since this is a single file, this text editor, all I did was I put the whole thing, let's see, in apps, right? Let's see. No. What I did is I put it in the desk bar. Right. And there it is. So let's have a look. And this is 1,723 lines of code. That's not bad, not bad at all. And as you can see, it's not the world's most complicated language. You can actually sort of make out what's going on in there. So this is something for us to explore. Thanks for watching.